Alright, welcome to a special edition of Retro Game Haul for the month of June. Considering this is the month of Father's Day, I actually gave myself an extra $100. Typically, Mother's Day, Father's Day, my wife buys something for herself, and then I buy myself something of equal value, and I decided to dump $100 into the Retro Game Haul. So I have a big box of stuff here, so I'm going to get this thing open, and we're going to go check this stuff out. I'm excited. Alright, when in doubt, use a trusty brick. I don't have a knife. Yeah. And then on the side here, pop it open. Alright, so we have, I believe, it was supposed to be 13 games. One of the games I ordered was not in stock. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 games it is. Alright, cool. I'm going to try to put how much I spent on each game, but I have to look up my invoice, so I'll pop it up somewhere on the screen so you get an idea of what I paid for each of these games. Remember, it's a $130 budget, and actually minus $8 because one of the games wasn't in stock. So, the first stack of 3, what did we have? Alright, first one. We have Roller Games. This is an Ultra. Also, Konami, they came up with Ultra so they can make more games per year. Roller Games is a really fun beat 'em up, but you're on roller skates. It's hard. Had it when I was a kid. And I think I beat it. Not really sure. Alright, next up. Move that in a little bit. Adventure Island. This is the first one. Pretty nasty scuff there, but I'm not too concerned about it. Hudson Soft, pretty good considering. And this is a game I did have as a kid. It looks like there was some initials or a sticker here at one point. Knight Rider. This has 2 modes. It has like a mission mode where you have to shoot everything, and it has kind of like a free ride mode where you just have to drive and make it to the end of the stage. Kind of similar to Mach Rider, but this game's a little bit better. Pretty hard. Never beat it, but it was one of my favorite games as a kid. So, look forward to checking that out. Alright, the next stack. Carnov. Alright, this game's a little busted up, but, you know, none of these games are particularly that expensive. I didn't get the cleanest versions of each. Don't know much about this game. It honestly doesn't look that good, but it is made by Data East. It's kind of a side-scrolling sort of platformer shooter thing, so we'll have to check that out. Maybe you guys are more familiar with this game than I am. Next up, changing it up a little bit, Lunar Pool. I have played this game, never beat it. It's just pool, but it's got different type of setups. It's not like Side Pocket or anything like that. It's a little bit different, kind of interesting. And then we have Mario Golf, aka NES Open Tournament Golf. Yeah, this game is really awesome. I had this as a kid. I beat it. This is a really long game. If you try to beat it, you basically have to get like $1 million or something when you play in pro mode. And this game is really awesome. It's one of my favorite NES golf games. If not, it's definitely my favorite NES golf game. But just in general, it's an awesome game. So look forward to that. Alright, halfway there, what do we got next? In this stash here, we have a Konami game, Life Force. This is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. Not very familiar with this game, but it looked good, and I figured I'd pick it out. Everybody knows Tecmo Bowl. Now this is the first one. This isn't Super Tecmo Bowl. Very similar, but Super Tecmo Bowl is a little bit better. But I did pick this one up for a reasonable price. And it looks to be okay. The sticker's a little ripped, but that's what happens when you buy the cheapest you can find. Tecmo Bowl. And of course, I beat the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I figured let me go ahead and pick up Turtles 2, the arcade game. Never owned this as a kid. I played it in the arcade a ton. And so, I'll be looking forward to playing this and see how this looks. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Alright, the last 3 we have Yoshi's Cookie. This is a game I've played on emulation a lot. It's kind of a fun little puzzle game. Pretty cool. I think there's a lot of levels with that. We got Gradius here. This one we should all be familiar with, another Konami title. It's a side shooting shoot 'em up. It's one of the first ones. It came out in '87, I believe. And last is Abadox, which is also another shooter. So I got a couple of shmups here. This is a Milton Bradley title. And that is my 12 games. The one game I tried to get but could not was going to be Spaceball or Space Wars or something like that. Cyber Space Wars or something like that. It's a baseball game with robots, and I tried to pick it up, but they didn't have it in stock for the price that I wanted it for. So I had to skip out on that, which is why I have an $8 credit that we'll use towards next month. So just at a quick glance, my goodness, this is a lot of games. All right, there's the whole stash. That is a lot of games. And unfortunately, I really wish I could have got the baseball game, but of course, that's just what happens with inventory. But also, I want to know if anybody wanted to donate an NES game to me. Keep in mind, I will not send it back to you. I will keep it. It will be part of my collection. But if you want to send me anything, I'll leave something in the comments or in the description with a P.O. box, and you can talk to me, and I will gladly accept an NES game if you want to send it to me. If I don't own it, obviously. And then I'll put that in the month's Retro Game Haul to beat it live that month. Alright, of course, let's make sure all of these work. So let me set up my system, and I'll be right back. Alright, the first game we're going to slap in is Abadox as the shoot 'em up. Abadox. Don't know much about this game. Natsume makes it, Milton Bradley. Alright. Kind of has a Section Z vibe to it, except you can only shoot in one direction. One hit kills. Stage 1, life 1. Kind of has an organic alien style look. Oh, that was a goodie. Nice. I need to get myself an NES Max controller because my thumb is still hurting from the Section Z live stream that I did. Not sure how hard this game is, but I'm sure it's difficult. But it looks to be playing really well, and I look forward to playing this game soon. Let's check out another game. Alright, next up we're going to put in Knight Rider. Game I'm very familiar with. Oh, it was working. Made by Acclaim. Let me turn up the volume. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this brings back memories. So you have Mission and Drive. You can't tell because the volume's in the way. Drive, you don't have to shoot things or enemies. And Mission is all about getting through the next thing. There is a password system, which is awesome. And you basically make it through all those cities. Pick your stuff. Players remaining. 2. Continue. 2. Alright, so it's sort of like you got like a turbo. This is your shooting. You gotta shoot just like yellow and red cars. If you shoot a yellow car, they give you goodies. So it's one of those games where it has gas, you have shield, and if you run out of gas or shield before the end of the trip, then, or defeating the boss, then you lose. So it's pretty tough. You'll notice near the center bottom underneath the G, there's a little red square that moves. That actually is your like distance meter, which is helpful to give you an idea how far you're making it. But I played this game a lot as a kid. It was one of my first NES games that I got. There's a yellow guy. Oops. Never beat this one. I came close to beating the ride version and not the mission. The mission is really hard. But this game is really fun, but it's like Mock Rider and other games. It can be pretty brutal. But it works good, and I look forward to playing this one soon. Let's check out another game. Alright, Gradius. My NES Revisited series covers this game a little bit, so I am familiar with it. Starts up real quick. You got a Konami code. Let's see. I think you hit start, up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. Yeah. One of the first for the NES, and a really, really good one. It's also tough, of course. Not sure if it has infinite continues. There might be a code for that, not sure. But it's what you would expect, and it's actually a pretty solid game. Tough, though. Very tough. Well, it's also one hit, one kill, or one hit deaths, or whatever you want to call it. I do have a shield on, so if I didn't have that, I would go into these guys. You see I'm destroying them. If I didn't have the shields, which is those two little things in the front, I'd be dead, especially bullets. But other than that, this is pretty straightforward. It's a pretty decent game. I look forward to trying to beat this one day. So let's check out another game. All right, we have Yoshi's Cookie. One player or reverse. You got some rounds which you can select, I guess. I don't really know too much about this game, but I have played it. Different music, kind of like Dr. Mario. We're gonna hit start. Round 10. And you basically just gotta move stuff to line them up. Like that. And it keeps dropping down. So interesting. I thought there was a puzzle mode. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of a different game, but it's kind of a chill, relaxing puzzle game. It's not too difficult, generally speaking. And that is Yoshi's Cookie. I don't know if anybody grew up playing this or not. I didn't, but I know my wife has. She said she used to love this game. So that is Yoshi's Cookie. Let's take a look at another game. Alright, next up is Tecmo Bowl. Now this is the first one, like I said, it's not the second one. Give this one a little bit more love, I guess. Alright, we got it going. Tecmo Bowl, 1 player, 2 player coach. Pick a team. It's not as robust as the Super Tecmo Bowl. It plays very similar. There's a password system. Interesting. That's probably for the season mode. I think this Super Tecmo Bowl has an automatic save thing. It's pretty straightforward. If you played a Tecmo Bowl in the past, you will know all about this game. Pretty cool. It's fun. I'm a big football fan. Go, go, go! Hey, pretty straightforward. It's Tecmo Bowl. It's an awesome game, and I look forward to playing this soon. Next up, Mario Golf, aka NES Open. Alright, there we go. Beginner. So somebody erased the data, it seems like. Most likely. So this, you can do a lot of things in this game. It's a simulation type of fun golf game. You have stroke, match. That's like single player tournaments. So if you go to tournament, you could pick stroke or match play, and that's like for rankings. And you go to your clubhouse, you play matches, you basically do anything and you rank up once you play well. We're just going to go to a single course real quick. There's only 3 of them. They're all pretty similar. It says try to golf well as a lower score will give you a higher player rank. The higher your rank, the more money you get. It's pretty straightforward. Oops. We've got that like classic bar style shot thing. Of course, I just messed that up. But this actually tells you how far the club goes on max, and if you're not on the fairway, you just got to add like 20 or 30 yards to it. Get to the putt. You can also like look at the green. Get a nice chip in there. Go, go, go. I like that little zoom in shot right there. I think we're gonna bogey this one, aren't we? Nope. And that's par. NES Open, really good golf game for the NES. I look forward to playing this one as well. Alright, this is a very popular title, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Alright, a little fidgeting, but they're starting up pretty good. This is actually a two-player game. You just pick a dude. I've never beat this game in the arcade or the NES version. But hey, it's an arcade game. It's a beat 'em up. It's pretty cool. You can only have 2 players, unfortunately. So considering this was an arcade game, the arcade game had 4 players. This was pretty good for the time. And I remember playing this game. I never owned it, but I know friends who did, and we tried to beat it. It's a really hard game, but it's also fun. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I did beat the first one. I forget which month or which RGH episode it was, but we're going to try this one out soon. Pretty cool. Alright, let's check out another game. Alright, on to another game. This is Roller Games, made by Konami, also known as Ultra. Nice. 1990, so this came out a little bit later in the NES lifespan. I grew up with this game. I don't know or remember if I ever beat it. I know I've gotten close. It's a pretty tough game, but it's really good. It's just basically a beat 'em up, but there's some roller skating mechanics. There's 3 different characters. T-Bird is like a big dude. Hot Flash is a chick who's actually really good. And Rocker is just like some other kind of guy. So very typical arcade style game. You have to basically get through the stage. And at the end it's usually some sort of boss or some sort of like bunch of enemies that you have to beat to continue. Fall in those holes and you die instantly. So there's a lot of cheap deaths in this game. Like that. Yeah, get to the end of the stage. Now, do you have different attacks when you get to like the end stage or like any sort of checkpoint where there's a battle like this? Like let's say an enemy boss rush type of deal. I think you hit A and B together. Yeah, A and B together uses up one of those bars and you do a ton of damage. So basically, Double Dragon on skates. That is Roller Games. This game is pretty cool. Hopefully I can beat this game shortly. And we'll check out another game. We're still got another 4 games to go. Alright, moving along. Next up is Adventure Island. A game I never had as a kid. I played it like 3 times in my life. One time at a buddy's house at a sleepover when I was probably like 8 years old. And then I think on an emulator I probably tried it a few times. Alright, that one was a little tricky. So, Adventure Island, just basically a side-scrolling little guy here. Some people like this game more than others. I don't really have an opinion on this game, so I haven't played it much. Just kind of big chubby dude. You jump, things pop up. We do have a run. I know there's this cool skateboard you can get. There's a bunch of these too, actually. It was a popular series. Yeah, here's a skateboard. Yeah, let's go. Put the helmet on, looking good. Pretty sure once you mess up once, you lose something. Thought maybe I would die. Probably if I hit the fire. Hit an enemy. Adventure Island. Yeah, I don't know much about this one. But it seems cool. Seems fun. Be looking forward to play this one as well. We got 3 more games, so let's keep it moving and check out the next game. Alright, next up is Carnov. Started right up. Very good. Data East, it looks like. Hit start. Oh, that might not have actually worked. There we go. More side-scrolling action from what I remember. Game keeps freezing. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. Alright, it's got a weird jump. Don't know much about this game. There's a lot of things going on. I'm going to need to find the manual. There's lots of stuff all over the place. Damn. Alright, so if you're familiar with this game, make sure you try to catch me playing this live, as I may need to consult you to help you figure out how to play this game. But, with any luck, I can figure it out. It seems like it's pretty cool. It's pretty tough. It looks like one-hit deaths and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting. But this is Karnov. It's going to be a tough one, but maybe it's not as hard as it looks. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. We got 2 games left. Alright, next up is Lunar Pool. Now this is kind of a, I call it a wacky game. There we go. 85, 87, huh? Verse computer, 1-player game, verse computer. No idea. Not very familiar with this. But I've tried it a few times. Oops. Messed that up. Huh. Actually, I don't think I've ever played this game. I've played a couple different other games. Keep hitting the button. And I'm just kind of flinging things. Oh, power. But this is going to be interesting. Well, I guess once I figure out the controls, it won't be that big a deal. That's all there is to it, and there's many stages and whatnot. I know we'll figure that out, I guess, as we go along. If you're familiar with this game, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. This is Lunar Pool. I usually can be pretty good at pool games once I figure them out, so hopefully I can figure this one out. Alright, we got one more left and we're all done checking these games out, so let's move it along. Alright, last but definitely not least, we have Life Force by Konami. Alright, starts right up. Life Force. So basically, it's like Gradius, if not almost the same. But it is different. I don't know much about this game. I haven't really played it. I have seen videos of it. And I'm just like, oh, it's just like Gradius. Cool. Gradius is cool. Good music. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA? No. I'm sure it's incorporated somewhere in this game. Oh yeah, my arm's gonna get a workout this month. Month of June. Huh. Well, this is Life Force, basically another Gradius shmup game, and it should be pretty interesting. Don't know much about this. If this is something that you guys had when you were growing up, because I only had access to like a couple shmups, not including Gradius. Alright, that is going to do it for this video. It's 12 games. They all look really good. I hope to see everybody jump into my live streams and chat with me and help me get through some of these games, because they're definitely some tough ones. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody who enjoys my channel. If you want to contribute to the Retro Game Haul collection, I will give you options. Just read the description. If you want to send something, I do have a post office box, but don't just blindly send me things. Let me know what you're sending, because my post office is about an hour away from my home, so I'm not going to be checking it often, and I don't want you to send me something I already own. So if you feel like you want me to play an NES game and you want to donate one to me, I will gladly accept, but I'm not requiring that, and I would never ask anybody to do that. But I want to give you guys the option in case that's one way you want to contribute, because you appreciate my channel. Otherwise, hopefully I will see you guys soon. And make sure you leave in the comments which games you're looking forward for me to see, so I can try to make some decisions on which games I should play first or leave to the end and all that good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.